Alrighty, Veronica will select first from these categories. The 18th century, movies about the movies, nonfiction, keeping up with the Jones, math champs, and lastly, 10-letter words. Where do you want to go?
Movies about the movies for 16.
In 1978, this mustachioed actor was the title character in Hooper, billed as the greatest stuntman alive.
Who is Burt Reynolds?
Burt Reynolds?
Correct.
18th century for 12.
Uneasy about federal intrusions, Rhode Island was the only state not to send a representative to this May to September 1787.
What's the Constitutional Convention?
Constitutional Convention?
Right.
Nonfiction for 12.
World of Wonders mentions the glimmer pop of this insect on a summer night.
What are fireflies?
Fireflies.
Yes.
18th century 16.
Seen here as a model, the post, this word from the French, was the first comfortable wheeled land transport.
What's the post chase?
What is the post chaise?
Oh, the post chase.
18th 2000.
The Daily Double. All right.
Pronounce it wrong.
You've moved out ahead of Sam. How much do you want to wager?
2200.
Okay, here's your clue. The Reverend William Tennant, pastor of Freehold, New Jersey, helped launch this great religious revival.
What's the Great Awakening?
What is the Great Awakening?
Correct, and you are now up to 12,600, still in control.
Movies about the movies for 12.
As cops roll up mid-scene in this 1994 film about a director, Johnny Depp realizes, we don't have a permit. Run!
Who is Ed Wood?
Jennifer.
What is Ed Wood?
Yes.
Nonfiction 16.
Metamorphosis covers the storied career of this Hollywood movie makeup legend, seen here.
Who is Rick Baker?
Monica.
Oh, who is Skyler?
Nope. Jennifer.
Who is Nye?
Nope.
Not Bill Nye. Who is Rick
Who
Baker?
is Rick Baker? Jennifer.
Because Bill Nye is a
He
scientist.
tackles Obama's legacy in We Were 8 Years in Power. Veronica.
Who's Ta-Nehisi Coates?
Correct.
10-letter words for 16.
There's a term for a lover of his country in this 10-letter word for a fellow countryman.
What is
Who's
compatriot?
Compatriot?
Yes.
In movies 2000.
A single-shot tape that lasts about 8 minutes opens this 1992 film about a movie exec played by Tim Robbins.
What's the player?
Veronica.
What is the player?
Good.
10-letter words for 12.
A is for this word, meaning without concealment. In contrast with gamblers whose hands went under the card table.
What's above board?
What is above board?
Yes.
Math 16.
Henri Poincaré pioneered this math branch that studies the deformation of objects into new shapes without any cutting or pasting.
What's topology? What's topology?
What is topology? Sam, pick again.
Math 12.
The other daily double. You are in a position to take the lead.
What's better?
All right, a true daily double. Here is your clue. Also known as Leonardo of Pisa, he knew a lot of numbers, not just 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8.
Who is Fibonacci?
Yes, that is the Fibonacci sequence, and you have just taken the lead. No more daily doubles. Pick again.
Math 2.
This 19th century German, whose name is a unit of magnetism, was known as Princeps Mathematicorum, Prince of Mathematicians.
Who is Gauss?
Sam.
Who's Gauss?
Yes.
Gauss.
Jones 16.
She ranks number 10 on AFI's list of the greatest American female screen legends.
Who is Joan Crawford?
Joan Crawford?
Right.
Jones for 12.
Like Willem de Kooning and Jackson Pollock, Joan Mitchell was a leading figure in this two-word art movement.
What is abstract expressionism?
Correct.
10-letter 2000.
Shizuoka is this, a Japanese jurisdiction partly from the Latin for before.
What is prefecture?
Jennifer.
What is prefecture?
Good.
Jones for 2000.
Prefecture.
The Center Will Not Hold, a documentary by nephew Griffin Dunn, is a portrait of this iconic author and essayist.
Who is Joan
Who's
Didion?
Joan Didion?
Yes.
10-letter words, 800.
Laughter spreading in a crowd is often described as this, which in a clinical sense means transmitted by contact.
What is contagious?
What is contagious?
Correct.
Go to 18th century for 8.
Players of this forerunner of bridge could consult a popular 1742 rulebook.
Was whist?
Jennifer.
What is whist?
Right.
18th century 4.
China kicked the Mongols out of Tibet to put the 7th of these in power. Now the relationship is more contentious with the 14th. Jennifer.
Was the Lama, Dalai Lama?
Yes.
Movies 8.
In 2020's Mank about the writing of Citizen Kane, Amanda Seyfried plays this actress, who is Marion Davies. Still in control, Jennifer.
Movies 4.
As Chili Palmer, this actor noted, rough business, this movie business. I may have to go back to loan sharking.
Who's John Travolta?
Who's John Travolta?
Yes.
Let's go to nonfiction for 8.
This slim volume by Strunk and White lays out some rules of grammar and usage.
What's the elements of style?
Elements of style.
Right.
Math 8.
Nikolai Ivanovich Lobachevsky is the name of a founder of non-this geometry. Veronica.
What is non-Euclidean geometry?
Correct.
Keeping Up with the Jones, 800.
In 2017, this singer of The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Jennifer.
Who's Joan Jett?
Nope. Sam or Veronica? That singer, Joan Baez. All right, Veronica, pick again.
Keeping Up with the Jones, 400.
A New York Times TV critic once described her as possibly the most intuitively funny woman alive.
Who's Joan
Who's
Rivers?
Joan Rivers?
Correct.
Nonfiction for 400.
My Year in a Woman's Prison is the subtitle of this memoir by Piper Kerr.
Was Orange is the New Black?
What's Orange is the New Black?
Right.
10-letter words, 400.
If you take someone into your this, you're trusting them not to reveal what's been said.
What's confidence?
What is confidence?
Yes, and our final clue in Math Champs. In 1655, England's John Wallace came up with the sideways 8 symbol for this.
Was infinity?
Infinity.
Yes, and that will bring you up to 20,400. We're going to bring up your
Whoops.
scores from yesterday. Keep those in mind as you make your wagers on this category. European borders. We will be back to reveal the clue right after this.
Alright.
The Tournament of Champions is proudly presented by Consumer Cellular. Let Consumer Cellular be your champion. Our 100% US-based
Stay tuned to
won by JD Power 10 times
see who will be the $250,000 grand prize winner.